Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lico Kenobi. Before we get started, we'd like you guys please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very much. All right, let's get into this article. This is an update from Ubisoft from yesterday, and we are one day away. Tomorrow is the day that Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming out, and here's what's going on. Ubisoft deploys legal team and government help to silence Assassin's Creed Shadows critics and combat development harassment. Okay. Everyone's got the right to say what they think about anything that's going out there. Movies, games, television, cartoons, books, you name it, bro. Everyone has the right to say what they want to say. What we read in the articles, whatever we read something from the articles, or where we're hearing from people what they're saying, we just express our own opinions about it. But what's been going on with studios, they have been making games all about identity politics and no good storytelling. And today, when I witnessed from Geeks and Gamers of what they are doing, you have a Yosuke who has a relationship with an Asian non binary man. And of course, you see them kiss and try to start having sex. And then you have the female antagonist have a relationship with another female in the game. In every Assassin's Creed game, have we ever seen that kind of thing? No, we've never seen that kind of thing. But when they throw this out there, it's like, what the hell are they doing, bro? They need a miracle for this game to succeed. They need a miracle for this game to help save the studio. I don't think it's going to get that miracle. Let's take a read at it, and you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. All right, this article was from yesterday. So here we go. With Assassin's Creed Shadows set to launch in just 3 days, which is by tomorrow, Ubisoft's mounting desperation has reached a new level. Reports now indicate that the company has quietly enlisted a special team tasked with shielding the developers from what they call online harassment. However, it's a vague, undefined nature of what Ubisoft actually considers harassment that's raising serious concerns and has many questioning whether the company is simply using the initiative to silence critics and control the narrative around its latest highly controversial title. According to an anonymous Ubisoft employee speaking with French outlet BFM-TV, Ubisoft has put in place a sweeping anti-online harassment plan ahead of the game's release. This includes dedicated teams monitoring platforms like X, YouTube, Reddit, and others. Ubisoft reportedly has lawyers already lined up, prepared to file complaints against those they believe are crossing the line. The company has even gone as far as ever advising developers not to disclose their employment on social media to avoid becoming targets. While there's no doubt that personal threat directed at employees are unacceptable, many fans and industry observers are asking the critical question: where is Ubisoft drawing the line? Could negative reviews, memes, or even fair criticism of Assassin's Creed Shadows fall under their interpretation of harassment? So the thing is, Ubisoft is struggling so hard because ever since they put the announcement of Assassin's Creed Shadows, the first trailer that came out that introduced a female antagonist with an African antagonist, people are upset and asking themselves, why did they not go with the culture? Why did they not stick to the culture of things instead of trying to throw identity politics in there? And then, of course, Yasuke was a character that was created by an author, was a make-believe, saying that he was a samurai, which he wasn't. He was just a servant. But they went on with it, continuing on that path. And not only that, all the developers, they wanted to make this game about identity politics, especially with woke nonsense in there. And it started growing and growing. And then, of course, you got Japanese, the Japanese politicians, they are complaining of how they've been treating their cultural areas. And it's just not right. And then, of course, with the delay of the game that was supposed to be released on November, then February, then March, that tells you something, that something is going on. And then finally, the graphics. They have not been performing very well, but we'll see how that performs tomorrow. But the thing is, the dialogue is bad. I mean, the story that I've been seeing so far, that I've been reading, it just doesn't, it's not, this is not an Assassin's Creed game. I'm sorry to say it. So, all right. Now, let's read this. Government backing raises eyebrows. Making matters even more troubling, reports suggest that Ubisoft is working directly with Canada's communications security establishment to monitor online discourse, involvement, and an agency tied closely to government cybersecurity and oversight has sparked fresh concerns about whether a major gaming corporation should have access to such state backed tools for monitoring public commentary. So they are ready to take away people that are throwing negative reviews on this, that are making their own opinion about the game, and they want to file lawsuits against them. They're ready to sue. You think Ubisoft is the only company that has done bad games? Hell, look at Rocksteady. Look at Activision. You know, you should be looking at those games. They should be looking at that too. They think they're the only ones that are suffering. There are other companies out there that are suffering. So, you know, I mean, sheesh. The idea of the government officiated body assisting in silencing criticism, not illegal behavior, but simple criticism, has raised red flags for those worried about growing censorship in gaming spaces. Is this truly about protecting employees, or is it about protecting Ubisoft's brand image at all costs? Now, controlling the narrative instead of fixing the product. Ubisoft has had a rough few years between the cancellations of X Defiant, poor reception to games like Star Wars Outlaws, and repeated financial setbacks. The company is facing significant pressure from investors and fans alike. Internally, Ubisoft's leadership is under fire, with major shareholders even calling the CEO Yves Guillemot's removal. Much of the pressure now rests on the shoulders of the Assassin's Creed Shadows, a game that's faced months of backlash for everything from historical inaccuracies to questionable design choices. Instead of addressing the actual criticism, such as why a black samurai with debatable historical ties is front and center in the Japan set story. Ubisoft seems to be doubling down, rolling out legal teams and government assistance to control the conversation online. This isn't a strategy focused on delivering a product that can stand on its own. It's about silencing negative voices, regardless of whether the feedback is legitimate. It sets a dangerous precedent not just for Ubisoft, but for the gaming industry as a whole. Will criticism be labeled harassment? The problem lies in Ubisoft's refusal to clearly define what constitutes harassment. Without transparency, content creators, journalists, and regular gamers are left wondering, could honest reviews or negative opinions suddenly be flagged, removed, or met with legal threats? Given recent instances where Ubisoft allegedly targeted creators for simply discussing leaks or criticizing internal decisions, it's not reasonable to think this new anti-harassment policy could be weaponized. When a company conflates public commentary with personal abuse, it becomes clear that free disclosure is at risk. Ubisoft's future at a crossroads. Ubisoft's financial instability, paired with its insistence on controlling online narratives rather than improving its product, points to a company in the deep crisis. Instead of embracing feedback and listening to its longtime fan base, Ubisoft appears more concerned with silencing dissent, even if it means enlisting government help to do so. As Assassin's Creed Shadows approaches launch day, the gaming community faces a pivotal moment. Will Ubisoft's strategy of clamping down on criticism set a new industry started? Or will players push back the creeping control over the games are discussed? So, Ubisoft is willing to take matters into their own hands. They want to take away people's rights, people's opinions of what they think about this game, you know? I'm sorry to be truthful. I'm sorry to say it, man, but this is not going to save, this is not going to help, this is not going to help the game. This is not going to help the studio. What they need to do is embrace their mistakes and take the fall. They have to, because this is not going to help the company. This will not help. So I mean, I'm sorry to say, bro, but I've got to be truthful, man. Your Assassin's Creed game is not going to be that great, bro. It has not been the same. I'm sorry to say it. I will always respect Altair's story and Ezio Auditore's. I will always respect their stories. Always. So, without being said, that is going to be it for this video. So, thank you all so much for watching this video and being part of the channel. So, please share this video, post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is going to help them with their game? Do you think what they're doing is wrong? You guys let me know in the comments below. All right, guys. This is going to be it. I will see you all until next time. Bye, everyone.